You're now listening to the Chewing Grounds podcast.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 36. Today I have a special guest, someone who was on a co-star of the episode of I Could See Your Voice with me. That was a crazy experience. And fun fact, guys, this is the second time I ever woke up early for a guest. So there you go. Her name is Elilo. I believe her real name's Alyssa, but she goes by Elilo. She is an artist and an upcoming artist. Thank you so much for coming on to my podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, dude. How
excited.
are you doing? First of all,
I'm good. Yeah, I had a gig last night.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's like my regular gig, and it goes on pretty late. It's kind of far from me, so like it ends late, and then I drive like an hour back home. So I'm like,
Wow.
but I still like wake up early because that's just how my body like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want to ask you about your gigs since you brought it up anyways. How often are you doing these gigs? I know you perform live music gigs.
Yeah, I do like restaurant gigs, maybe like once a week, and then I also have like private gigs. Which is maybe it's a little less frequent, maybe like twice or once or twice a month. And yeah, so I have pretty like regular gigs once or twice
That's
a
pretty
week.
cool. Good for
And
you.
it's like my part-time, yeah, it's like my part-time thing because I'm also a student, a marketing student,
What?
working for my bachelor's degree. So it's like I'm full-time
Yeah.
student and like part-time musician, but hopefully I'm gonna be full-time musician soon.
You're hustling. I really respect that. I think that's awesome. You
Yeah.
did more than me. I did when I was in college. I was all worried about like partying and stuff. What school do you go to?
What school do I
Yeah.
go to? I go to Florida International University.
Nice. And you're studying in marketing? I studied marketing too.
Yeah, I'm studying marketing. It's pretty good. I like the subject.
Do
and
you like
everything.
college, or are you just there because of your Asian expectations? Are you Asian, by the way, or am I?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
half Asian. I'm half Japanese.
Oh,
My
you're half
mom's Japanese.
Nice.
Yeah, and then my dad's from Paraguay, which is in Latin America. It's not really
What?
that popular of a country, but
Mhm.
yeah, he speaks Spanish, and my mom speaks Japanese, but she learned Spanish for my dad, so that's how they communicate
You
in
know,
Spanish. Yeah.
that's proof that like, so you know how Filipinos can look both Asian and Hispanic together?
Yeah.
I thought you were Filipino.
Oh,
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I brought you here because I wanted to ask you about your experience on I Can See Your Voice, because for the people who are listening right now, she was one of the contestants, or one of the, not contestants, I was a contestant. She was one of the singers or the voices on episode 8 of season 2, which was my episode. And I wanted to ask you first, we're going to react to the video and everything, but I wanted to ask you, how was it like getting contacted by them? How was that whole process like? And what did you have to do after?
Yeah, so I guess it all started when I was auditioning for other shows, other reality singing shows like
What?
American Idol and The Voice. And I got like pretty far with it, but I didn't make it up to the TV interviews. But one of the producers, like he remembered me from one of my like auditions, and he thought that I would be a good fit for I Can See Your Voice. So he asked me to like audition for it, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So I auditioned, and I did like a few rounds and like interviews, and yeah, they thought I would be a good fit for the show, and I was like so excited when they told me that they're gonna fly me out to LA because it was gonna be my first time. Well, like first of all, it's gonna be my first time in LA, and also it's gonna be my first time being on TV. So
Yeah.
I was like so excited. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna book this plane for you in like a few weeks and fly you out." I'm like, "Oh gosh, okay."
That's
Cool.
so awesome. Once you got there, like, okay, so you went through the audition. First of all, was the audition like all online, or how did that work? Like, was it through video?
Yeah, it was through like Zoom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Did they
it's
have
just
you like
all
sing
virtual.
on Zoom?
Yeah, they did. I remembered. I think I sang like twice for them, and also they like wanted to interview me, like ask about my music, like my career and
Oh,
everything.
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That was really cool. I'll tell you my side of everything in a second, because there's a specific side that connects with you specifically that I wanted, and the reason why I contacted you before anyone else. But I do want to ask you, when they flew you out there, what was the process like from there?
So they flew me out, and they recorded it last year. So it was like the COVID thing was like pretty strict still, and they had me quarantined for like a few days. So I was there for like maybe a week or so.
Wow.
So they had me like quarantine, and then we had rehearsals before the actual show day. And it was really cool to work with the vocal coaches and the dance choreographers and everything, and just like to see how these like really professional people who work with like probably a lot of celebrities and everything, like how they kind of like taught me. Well, they taught me a lot. It was really cool because I took like a few vocal lessons before then, but you know, it was always kind of expensive, so I didn't do it like really consistently. But I learned so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, I realized how much I need to like grow in my vocals.
Yeah.
But I was so grateful for the opportunity because they I could see like how much I learned from them and their like professional expertise. And also like the dance choreographers, I took a few dance lessons before the show because I feel like, well, I like to dance just like for fun, you know.
Right.
I'm not like a professional, obviously, but like I like to dance, and
Classic
I
Asian.
feel like sometimes I'm just like awkward with my body, like because I grew up like really shy, so I was just like always kind of insecure with my body, and like I didn't know what to do with it. So I'm like, you know what, I want to be more confident, you know.
yeah.
And so I took a few dance lessons before that, and that kind of helped me out to be more confident like on stage.
Yeah.
Because they also like they definitely amped up my choreographer they amped up my choreography that I already had. And they made it like, they're like, do extra, like really extra for the TVs.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Were you like stupid nervous too? I was nervous.
I think I was nervous, but I feel like when it comes to singing and performing, I'm just like, even if I'm nervous, I feel like it doesn't affect me too much because I'm just so used to like my body is like so used to these
like,
movements and like the singing and the muscle memory. I guess it just like it comes naturally.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was definitely nervous.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk more about your music. We're gonna get this I Can See Your Voice stuff out the way first before I dive into your career and your future and everything like that. I do want to react to something real quick. I'm gonna share my screen here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, awesome. Sorry for all this clutter. But all right, so I got this part up where dude, we're gonna watch this for a second, okay? So this is part of the episode. I'm totally gonna get copyright dinged for this, but I'm gonna have to dispute it. Here we go. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
There you are. Did you meet any of the celebrities? I wanted to ask you that.
No, I didn't meet them. I just talked to them after I performed when they asked me like the questions, but I didn't get to meet them.
Oh, wow. Dang, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could have met one of them, would there be a specific one that you would really want to meet?
I would definitely want to meet Adrienne. I want to be friends with her. I'm like such a fan. Yeah.
Dude, Adrienne was really interesting to me because she had her makeup on fleek. Like, that was like the first thing I noticed. I stepped in and I was like, damn. Because you know how like, well, obviously you're a girl, but you know how girls can contour their like cheekbones? That shit popped out and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, when I saw her in person, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like so pretty. Like I know she's pretty on TV, but
right.
Like, when I see her like in person, I was like, wow, I can't believe like and her makeup was on fleek.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so let's continue this. So this is his part. I'll skip through it. Wait, do you guys don't know? Do you know if the other singers are bad or good?
So no, we weren't allowed to talk to them actually.
Wow. So did you think he was good?
So I feel like my guesses were really bad. I thought he was a good singer.
Dude, I don't know. I think it's the white boy Justin Bieber thing he's got going. I talked to him a little bit. He was cool. All right, hold up. This is your part. Let me go a little bit behind. You're really talented, by the way.
Oh my gosh, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
so because hold on, I'll tell it after this. So this is before if we knew if you were a good or a bad singer.
Hey, okay, attitude. I'm jealous. I'm overzealous. But you don't judge me. Cause if you did, baby, I would judge you too.
Okay.
Cause I got issues.
There's your choreography.
So give 'em more to me and I'll give mine to you. Yeah, I got issues. And one of them is how bad I need you. This is
Dude, that was fire. So how long ago did you record that bit before it, like, we actually did it? Was it the night before, or is it like
So
the singing
we
for
did.
that? Mm-hmm.
Oh, like the singing.
Yeah.
I think it was just like a few days before.
Okay. I was just
recorded
curious
in the
about that.
studio.
So, for people who didn't watch the episode, we all started reacting, and then this is what I wanted to show.
true.
Really?
The way she embodied the movements of the song was great.
Oh,
I would
let's get
say
through
that the
this.
florist is a good singer.
The performance was very convincing.
Yeah, how was that like, having celebrities kind of just judge you?
They were so nice to me. So it
They were
wasn't
really
bad.
nice to you.
I thought they were gonna be like way like poke fun of me
Yeah.
more, but yeah, it wasn't that hard to keep my face like neutral. Well, my face, I was like, they told me to put a pleasant face, but I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna completely relax my face because I don't want to put a pleasant face on the.
You
for,
went like you kind of
hours.
looked like a badass. Like you were like, nah, like fuck you guys. That kind of face. Like Hold
Yeah,
up,
I guess
but-
that's the
Nothing wrong with
vibe.
it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna okay, here we go. There's a reason why I'm showing you this, because I want to tell you what was my thought process.
Almost too good to be true, but after that I could see the florist being a performer, and then with the mountain biker it does seem like it could have been his voice, but it was a little odd. I think he's the biggest wild card, so I'm gonna eliminate the mountain biker. And okay,
I should have fucking stuck to that.
you know, I'm actually gonna switch that because,
How did that feel for you? The switch up.
Well, I was like, okay, I could sing my elimination song because I really like my elimination song. So I wasn't
yeah.
upset.
Speaking of, let's go to elimination, and then let me tell you about
I'm
this
gonna go with my gut. I see the
decision.
florist being too
Wait,
good to
actually,
be
I'll just tell you now. So, okay. So the reason I did that, and some people don't know, I know like my family knows this because I told them, and they were like, okay, that can kind of, it's something I would do. So
Yeah.
throughout, I'm kind of an entertainer. Like I try to be, at least. Like I'm an attention whore. My personality is that. Like I know who I am, you know? I do podcasts, I do YouTube, I do social media. So in the process of making this this episode, my thought process wasn't even about making money like some of the other contestants might have been, which is fine. Like I should have probably had that. I was like, yeah, I want to do well, of course, but my main process was like, hey, I want to have fun and I want to make sure this is a good episode. I was thinking
Yeah.
about the TV aspect of it. So at first, from the beginning, I like, not 100% not bullshitting you, I thought you were a good singer. I was like, nah, she looks good, she's Asian, she's probably gonna be a good ass singer. So what happened is, throughout like messing up 3 times in a row, I think I messed up like 2 or 3 times before this, I was just
I think
like,
it was
man,
twice.
yeah, I think it was twice. And I was just like, at this point, I was like, man, this is really hard. So I was like, well, I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to make it really dramatic. And because I thought it would be good for TV, but also because I had no clue at this point. I was just like, anybody could be anything. I was just going to shoot random shots at this point. And that's why I did it. I should have stuck to my original thought. Obviously, you could have won me a lot of money, but
Yeah.
let's see you perform.
It was a good dramatic moment for TV.
Thanks, but didn't pay out for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go that she is a bad singer.
Okay, so this is when you. Oh, ad, great.
Meet Editor X.
Let me
The
lower this real quick. Advertisements. I should have YouTube Premium. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have YouTube Premium either, so.
We're broke people.
Yeah.
I knew it. Great song choice.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, so you obviously was an amazing singer. So did you get to pick your song choice?
Yeah, I had like a say in it, of course, because like I guess I had different song choices that I wanted to sing because yeah, they told me to like list a few songs, and I guess my songs were too like obscure and like not
Like no one knows it
not
at
really
all.
popular. I mean, it was like popular in that genre, but it's not like, I guess.
What were they?
mainstream.
Give me like 2 or 3 of them.
One of them was Alaska by Maggie Rogers.
Don't know that one.
Do you know it?
No, I'm sorry. Are you into like I was gonna ask you about your music taste. Are you into that kind of like soulful girl, like female lead singer and soulful pop, I guess? Or would it be, what would be considered
Not really. I think I would say I'm more indie pop
indie pop?
with some soul and R&B and a touch of like folk as well.
So what's your favorite artists? Like,
So I've been recently really liking, or I guess, yeah, in general, I really like Adele and
oh yeah,
Maggie Rogers, the one that I just mentioned, Birdie, Vance Joy.
oh I love Vance Joy.
Yeah, he's great.
He's underrated because he only has like that one song that blew up. But then like if you listen to his other music, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
He's really good. He has a new song out.
Yes, yeah.
A Missing Piece.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, I heard
I've
that.
been like playing it on.
Oh wow. So you like the okay, I can see the type of taste of music you like. Is that because that's the type of music you typically sing? Do you think?
Yeah, I think I like more. I guess more of like the mellow
Yeah.
type of music.
Okay, this is weird, but
That's like emotional too.
I could feel, and I did hear that your 2 song. Well, you have one song that's just for yourself, where it was like "Won't Do It Again," which I highly recommend you guys check out on Spotify. It's really great. But you also have one where you were featured on it with a more of like it's not EDM fully, but it's like a more upbeat, right?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that song, but
Won't Change Tonight.
Won't Change Tonight. I was gonna tell you, you have a great voice.
Oh wait, sorry. It's we change tonight. Sorry.
We Changed Tonight. But you have a good voice for like the EDM kind of song, like not like Chainsmokers, but like someone that would be featured in a Chainsmoker song. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like the Halsey, like that kind of voice. But yeah, that's great. So when you were doing it all, after it all was done, what was your next steps after this episode? Just to chill?
So after the episode, I was really like, I was feeling a little lonely because we still couldn't talk to I still didn't know who was a good or bad singer, and like we couldn't really like.
Oh, you had to
hang
go
out
in
or
the back,
anything.
right?
I went to like the dressing room, and then I kind of was just getting ready to leave, and they just drove me back to the hotel. And I
Okay,
was like, oh,
this
that's
is
it. Like I can't talk to them.
This is a really random question. Do you remember the hotel you stayed in? Because I have a theory that they had us in the same hotel.
Oh dang! It was.
Did it have a
remember
pool and a gym?
pool?
Okay, maybe
I
not.
don't remember. I don't remember a
Maybe
pool.
not.
It was really close to the studio though. It was like walking distance from
Oh
the
no
studio.
no. Y'all are on a different one. Okay, interesting.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I had to like drive out and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my process was kind of similar to yours. I was in a hotel for a few days before, but the weird thing is like not weird. I guess it's because they don't want me to cheat. Obviously, I couldn't use my phone or laptop. Did they take yours?
Really? You
Did they
couldn't
take
use your
yours?
phone?
No, I could,
No,
dude.
I could use
Imagine.
mine.
Yeah. How old are you? You're what? 20, 21?
I just turned 21.
Okay, so congratulations. Happy late 21st.
Thank you.
So being our age, our gen, especially your gen, we're always on our phone, right? So like most of what we do is watching videos or doing something on your phone, especially on your leisure time.
Yeah.
So I had my phone and my laptop the first day, and then after that, 2 or 3 days before filming and the day of filming, I didn't have a laptop or phone, and I was miserable. Like it was, I was just like, bro, like I don't even know what to do. And it was,
What did you even do?
so the only way you could leave the room is you have to walkie-talkie someone because they have to walk you out because you can't interact with people. So so I had to. It's either the pool, the gym, walk outside to go to Starbucks, or with someone like a chaperone, or what did I do? Oh yeah, I wrote a bunch. So this is before my podcast started. So I asked for a sheet of paper and I literally planned out my podcast. Like I planned out everything. I'm so Asian. I always have to work. And then I watched like ESPN, and the only thing they had playing was women's college basketball, college basketball, which I don't really know much about, but I was like, all right, I'm a fan now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. It's crazy to see the other side of things. Also, my last question before we move on from I Can See Your Voice is when it aired, how did that feel for you?
When it aired, oh my gosh, I was sweating so much, and I was like, like I smelled so bad. I usually don't sweat. Like
so
I'm not
funny.
the type of person to sweat that much.
Yeah.
But I was like before, like a few days before the airing, I was like so like amped up and like so nervous.
That's awesome.
But it was like so exciting to finally see it on TV. Yeah.
How did your parents, your family, and your friends feel about it all?
They were all super excited. They were like all texting me like, "Oh my gosh, we're so proud of you!" Like we saw it. Like they were telling me they watched it and everything. And there was like people from like my middle school and my high school like reaching out to me. And I was like,
that's how it was for me.
They were like, "Oh my gosh, I remember back when you were." Like what? That was just a few years ago.
Isn't it funny? Did you get any of these type of people that you barely talked to, but like you knew them from like middle school or high school, and then they like DM'd you like, "Oh, I saw your episode, like congrats," and all that? Because I got a few of those.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, all right, you gonna come here now? Well, I'm okay.
Well, some people I didn't like remember, and I was like, oh, let me. Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
What's funny though is what they were reacting to this now when this isn't even our peaks, because like you have your music career ahead of you, and I don't think this is gonna be my last time on like television or anything big, and also at least like with YouTube and stuff, we both have so much ahead of us. So I'm like, those people are gonna be hitting us up again. Just congrats on your career. So speaking of your music career, let's talk about it for a bit. So when did you start making music, for instance? Making music and also singing. You do a lot of cover songs.
So, well, I started just performing at church when I was like 8 years old.
Nice.
And yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I want to be a singer, because I like did a talent show at my church, and I got like top 3. I forgot, like maybe 2nd or 3rd place. And that's when I decided that I wanted to be a singer. And then, I was just always doing karaoke's and covers. And I also learned the guitar a few years later.
That's right. I feel like you're the worst person to go to karaoke with, because you're going to outshow everyone.
Yeah, karaoke is all about singing badly, right?
No, it's about just having fun. But you know when you're it depends on the vibe.
The serious singer.
Right. It depends on the vibe. I remember one time, this is off topic subject, I went with a group of like guys, right? And it was my best friend's 23rd birthday, and we went to a karaoke room. It's all guys except for like 2 girls, and one of them was my ex at the time, but she was a great singer, and none of us could sing besides her and this other dude. And so when they started singing, it got like everybody just kind of like looked at each other at a certain point where it was like I remember one of my friends came up to me and was like, dude, I feel like you have to like you have to break up with your girlfriend now just because he can sing so well, she can sing so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but so going back to your music, sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but with your music, you started with church at 8 years old, and then when did you start like actually taking it more seriously? You're starting to make YouTube videos and like your Instagram and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I guess I think I was making videos in like maybe middle school or high school, and yeah, music was always fun for me. And at one point I was kind of like, oh, let me kind of think about this. Like maybe music isn't for me because, like I said, I was like so shy and insecure when it came to like just like talking to people. My social skills, it was like not really that great. So
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh, I see all these famous people on like all my favorite singers, they're on TV and they're just talking so like casually, like when they talk it just flows out and they're so confident, and I'm like, I don't think I could ever do that. So
What?
I think I should give up on my dream. So
No!
I did give up like for a few years.
What
I was like, you know
years?
what?
Like, how old were you during this time?
So I think I was in beginning of high school. I started like
Okay.
to give up
That's
on my dream, and I was
Yeah.
like, I think I might be like an orthodontist. Maybe I'll be an orthodontist or
No.
something, like
So
a
Asian.
dentist, because I really like teeth, and I'm like, oh, I'm interested in teeth and stuff.
Nice, nice.
But that kind of like that career path kind of ended really quick when I realized like how much school I needed to do.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then I was like, thinking, oh, maybe I'll do something in math because I like math. Well, back then I liked math, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something in math. And then I actually switched my major in college like maybe 4 times. So I was
Really?
I was first a biochemistry because I wanted to do orthodontistry,
Uh-huh.
and then I was in biology, and then in
I hated those classes.
yeah,
Those are
that
my
was- it was
least
the worst.
favorite.
I was in the intro, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. So, and then I switched to accounting.
Okay.
So
Wait,
like, oh,
I did
math.
that too. Yeah. Classic
But
Asian
that,
shit.
That wasn't.
It's
gonna work
boring,
out.
right?
Yeah,
It's
no.
so boring.
And then I finally switched to marketing.
Okay. So if you were like, let's say, if you were to pick a job besides singing, what would it be? With your marketing or with anything? Like if you went beyond singing.
Yeah, probably like social media marketing.
Okay.
Because I'm actually like
That's
a
what I
social
do.
media manager or something. I'm really interested in like learning that right now because I really like marketing and learning about all the business that goes behind everything.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know how
yeah.
deep you are in it, but I actually teach so my sister we're in an academy and she teaches permanent makeup and like stuff for like women who want to do like permanent makeup, lashes and stuff like that. We have a subsection of her course where it's like a 3-day to a 7-day class, but I come in and I teach them the social media side of things. I don't know how much more I know than you or how much more you might know than me, but if you ever want like beyond the podcast, you can reach out to me and then we can have like a day where we just kind of bounce ideas off each other. Cause I have some stuff where I have like 3 influencers that have been following my lead kind of and growing pretty steadily. They're at like 5,000, 10,000 now. So yeah, if you ever
Yeah,
want to.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to like check it out because I guess I'm still like just a beginner in
Dude,
it and learning it.
I can teach you. I feel like I'm pretty confident I could teach you some at least something. So I want to ask you, with your future plans in music, what do you think? What type of artists, or let me rephrase the question. What do you think the biggest field that you can boom in? Whether it's YouTube, through YouTube, like which outlet? Through YouTube, through Spotify, or like just pushing out regular music, or through your live music? Like, what do you think is the most beneficial to your career? Like, if you were to become famous off of one, just a regular artist that puts up music on Spotify, YouTube, or live music.
I think I haven't really been consistent with YouTube.
I was about to say that.
It's a lot of work.
Now, why is
But
that? Is it just the editing?
Yeah, it's like the editing, and it's just my laptop is really slow, so just a simple edit takes like 5 hours.
What?
And yeah, it just takes too long, so I kind of
Oh no.
don't do it too much. But I've been trying to do more consistently on post consistently on Instagram and like TikTok, and I do want to post more music on Spotify. I'm actually working on a single right now, and I want to make I want to write a lot of my own songs or record. I have a lot of songs written, but just not recorded.
Do you produce your own music?
I don't produce my own.
Okay. Do you have a producer?
Yeah, I have. I look through I know a few producers, and also I work with some through Fiverr.
Oh, okay. So they charge you all these.
Yeah.
Okay. My best friend, he's a music producer. Actually, I have 3 music producer friends, but my best friend is he does hip hop, and he also does like alternative type music and stuff. I would love to link you guys. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He hasn't dabbled it too much into female vocals, but I have another friend who does EDM, and he does amazing female vocals. He actually had one song that kind of blew up with a female vocal on it. It's more EDM stuff, but I can send you those, and if you like them, we can connect you guys. However, whoever.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to know more.
Yeah, and also I can get you I can talk to them and at least lower the rate or get it for free, or we'll see. But with your music, I think that you're really talented. Your vocals is already there. I think all your stuff, I was going through your Instagram page and I was like, oh my God, there's way more people who have been successful that sound way worse, way worse. You sound really good. And I'm just thinking what outlet could you blow up on first? And I almost feel like TikTok and YouTube would be the easiest route, because Spotify is so hard to just naturally get, but you should still do it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's tough. I have friends that are musicians, and they're going through the same battle of what do they upload on.
Yeah.
Would you ever do music videos?
Yeah, I would love to do a music video, just when I have more music out. Maybe for this single that I'm working on.
Yeah, I've always wanted to
cool.
film one. So if I'm ever in Fort Lauderdale, you're in Fort Lauderdale, right? You're in somewhere in Florida.
Yeah, I'm close to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. I just figured because that's what it said on your.
Just more
IG.
west.
Okay.
From Fort Lauderdale.
My favorite coffee place. It's a newer chain. They opened a location in Fort Lauderdale, and I still need to check it out because apparently it's really pretty. It's called
What's it called?
Clutch Coffee. You need to try. Yeah. There's only one location in Florida, and it's in Fort Lauderdale. Most of them are in North Carolina. You should try it.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Are you a coffee person?
Not really. I'm more of a tea person, I guess. But recently, I've been craving the aesthetic of drinking coffee. So
you're one of those girls. The aesthetic.
But I'm so bad with caffeine. Especially with coffee caffeine. I don't know. It just makes me feel really bad and anxious and just terrible.
No.
So
you're like my sister.
I got a half caffeine
drink.
The K-pods.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's so weird. You're probably just really caffeine sensitive.
Yeah.
So what artist would you want to emulate the most? If you had to pick one artist to be follow their career path, follow their type of the music, what they sound like, who would you pick? Or none?
I guess it's a combination of people, all the artists that I mentioned,
Right.
Adele's emotional side, and her. I do like to belt and sing high notes and stuff. And then Maggie Rogers, she has this hip.
I'm gonna search up Maggie Rogers right now. See if I know it.
Hip style to her, hip vibe. The sound is pretty new and unique.
Okay.
And also, I'm a big fan of Billie Eilish.
I love Billie.
Her whole vibe.
What's your favorite Billie Eilish song?
My favorite Billie Eilish song.
There's a reason I'm asking because I want to see if it's basic. But be honest. Like, don't go
Yeah,
based
let
off
me
what I
see.
said.
I really like her new song, or I guess it's kind of
Do you like
not
her
too
old
new.
music or her new music?
Like her what?
Her newer music or her older music? Because I
I
feel
think I like a little bit of
okay.
everything.
I don't
I
like her new
like
music that much.
Your Power
Okay.
and
The soft vocals.
I'm Not Your Friend.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
That's a fire song. I don't know why, but I couldn't listen to too much of her newest album. It's just not for me. Like I just feel like it's not my vibe. But when she came out with like obviously Ocean Eyes, but Bellyache.
Ocean Eyes, yeah.
Bellyache was my shit. That was a fire song.
I always sing that for my gigs.
Yeah. Do you ever deviate outside your genre? Like what other type of music do you listen to beyond that
Yeah.
genre?
I really like indie rock. And
So we talking about like the Keys or like I mean like sorry, not the Keys. Arctic Monkeys, indie rock. I'm trying to think of.
like like Rex, Orange County.
Oh, I love Rex Orange County. He just came
Yeah.
out with a new song.
I'm gonna go to one of his concerts
Really?
this year. Yeah, it's in May, I think. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
check him out.
I wonder if
Yeah.
they ever perform in North Carolina. That's I don't know. Is it, Fort Lauderdale's
know.
close to what? Orlando or Miami? Or not neither?
Miami. Miami is like an hour away.
Nice. I
And
was
then
just
Orlando's like
Oh yeah, you
4
performed in
hours.
Miami. That's right, dude. It's crazy. You performed the day I flew in, and I couldn't make it out. But yeah, I remember. So how often? Okay, so when you're performing, people book you through your Instagram, the little link tree.
Yeah, so I guess I have like a few different ways that people can book me. I have like 2 different websites that I put like my demos and everything, and people book me through there for private events, like weddings and private parties.
Oh.
And then I also kind of work with an agency for the restaurant gigs. Like I had a friend that was working with the agency, and then he like told me he asked if I could sub for one of his gigs. I guess that's how like I started getting these gigs, these restaurant gigs.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And
So if someone that's viewing this wants to book you for an event, what website should they see you on, or should they just go through your Instagram?
so if you go on my Instagram, you can look at the link, and it says like book me for your events. The first link is this website called Dry and Wet, and
Nice.
you could look at like all my prices and everything through there.
What are your prices? Interesting. I'm never even noticed. And your Instagram is at ELILO music, right?
Yes,
Elilo.
Elilo Music.
Yep. All right, hold on. I'm going on it right now because I just want to see the rates. Is it this website?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I think you have to put in like
Oh,
the location
yeah.
and everything
That's too much work.
for the
I'll
for the
figure it out
actual
another
rates,
day.
because like it says packages, but that's for just my equipment.
What is your favorite type of event to perform at, and what's your not your least favorite, but like something that you've had a bad experience with
My favorite,
for
I
live
think I
performance?
really like private parties and like corporate events.
Really?
'Cause they're so like classy, and
Whoa.
they're really chill.
Okay, I see that.
People just kind of vibe. They just kind of do their own thing, and I'm just kind of vibing in my own little space.
Yeah.
And they're just like mingling and like talking and everything, and it's just really like calm, I guess. I like that environment. And my least favorite, I did this event for like a New Year's Eve party once.
Mm-hmm.
It was at like
Oh Jesus.
a club, but it was kind of like a rich people's club.
Okay.
And there was like
Those are where the freaks are.
mostly, yeah, there was like mostly the older people there
Oh no.
with some of their kids. But they
Did they hit on you?
They
Like
really-
the old dudes?
with what?
Did the old dudes hit on you?
No, it was the old ladies who were like just complaining about everything. Like I think they were pretty like the
What?
manager, he came up to me and he was like, "These ladies are insane. Like,
Yeah.
they are absolutely
Oh,
insane."
wow. That's
But
crazy.
they weren't too happy with my music. They're like, "We want Beyonce. Like we don't
So-
like this type of music."
Do you take requests or you're just like, nah, fuck it. I'm doing what I do?
If I know it, then I'll sing it. But if I don't really
Right.
like advertise like if you have any requests, like
Yeah,
come
yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah, Wow. Okay. Man, I feel like I would be the worst live singer ever. Not even even if I had a good voice. I'm just thinking about it. Well, do you like oh no. I feel like I have to like be moving so much that I just be like walking around singing stuff, I guess. I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
standing
yeah.
still.
So in a hypothetical world, could you see yourself just doing live music like if you had enough bookings, or would you not want to dive too deep into that and still make time for like other music?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it for like a full-time thing.
Yeah.
Just to do restaurant gigs and just to do like private events.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to do like my own music, and I eventually want to do my own tours, like tour around the
That'd be
world
so
and do concerts.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would,
that's my
bruh.
dream.
You better not forget me. I'm gonna DM you and be like, "Yo, where is the ticket at for me and my girlfriend Lauren? We're gonna need to come through." That's awesome. I would love to see that. If you ever need a spot to perform in North Carolina, we have connections up here where with like a couple of the clubs that they do like concerts, like local concerts and stuff with like up and coming artists. And actually, one of them blew up. And
Oh,
actually,
nice.
another thing is I'm 45 minutes from Carborough, and Carborough is the start. They have this indie bar. I forgot the name. Like I should know this. But it's actually where a lot of great artists started. Like their first tours were there. And Mac Miller was one of them. He has a
Oh,
huge
nice.
presence. Yeah, in that area. So
Yeah.
that's something. That's awesome though. Man, that's cool that you're in such an interesting field. I feel like nowadays kids and like not kids, but like our age and younger has so much variety with like what they choose. How did your parents feel about your path of like deciding on music? Are they supportive?
I mean, they always want the best for me, and at first, I mean, they're always supportive, but
Yeah.
also they're kind of like a bit they're
Asian,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, go to college, do these, like
Yup.
maybe have a backup plan and
Yeah.
everything." Yeah, and yeah, I remember one time one of them they were like, "Oh, maybe you should think about something else, like another
No.
stable,
Yeah.
more stable job." And then I was like, "Okay," and I just kind of kept doing my own thing, and now they're like really they see that it's sustainable and like that
Yeah.
I have potential and like I
Yeah.
could do this full time. Yeah.
That's how parents are, man. You have to show them results before they like actually believe in anything. Like,
Yeah.
I remember I was watching, Mr. Beast, right?
Mr. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like Mr. Beast, he dropped out of everything, and like his parents were pissed. And then look at him now. Like, you gotta prove your worth somehow. But that's crazy. I feel like the last things I got kind of covered most of the things. Last thing I was gonna ask you before I have you go is gonna be, when do you plan on your next project coming out? Your next single, your next thing? Because I would love to have you on so we can promote it.
Yeah, I'm working on a single. It's like I recorded it and it's getting produced and everything, and I guess I'm like just doing the final touches right now, and I'm
Oh,
really
so it's coming on
excited.
recently?
Sorry?
It's you have a plan like recent, like to
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, then
Yeah,
I'll
I'm working on it.
I'll throw it on my Instagram for you whenever you put it up. Yeah, you gotta let me
Yeah.
know.
I don't know when it's gonna be like
No
done.
rush on it.
because I do need to like kind of create a plan to like promote it
Yeah.
before. And
How long do you think until an album? A while?
an album?
Yeah, that takes a while, right? It's a lot of
yeah.
project. Yeah.
Probably.
I think it's
a
so
little more
crazy.
long.
I find it crazy that certain artists can really push out albums and they're all good. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. It is a lot of work and a lot of money to invest in.
oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
I'm surprised you use Fiverr as a way for producers. What's your experience on using Fiverr producers?
Well, I started off with Fiverr like to do my like singing business and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started in high school and I did like session singing and co-wrote songs for people and stuff. And that's actually how one of my songs that I featured in that you were talking about, the EDM song.
Mm-hmm.
That's how one of the producers like reached out to me for session singing and co-writing, and that's how we
wow.
collaborated.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have a good experience with Fiverr. Everything kind of just worked out. I'm always
guess so.
scared to use Fiverr because I'm like, I can't trust. I don't know if I can trust these people, random people.
Yeah, you gotta really listen to like their work and read the reviews and everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming on my podcast. I want to talk to you a little bit after we end everything. But yeah, thank you guys. And thank you for watching. If you guys did watch, make sure you guys check out Elilo. Her Instagram is going to be ELILO music. And also your YouTube and everything as well.
My YouTube is just Elilo, and the rest is, yeah, if you look up Elilo music,
You'll see her.
find me.
You'll see
on
her.
TikTok as well.
All right. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week.